my dear children. Welcome back to English online class by Sri Gokulam Public School, Guruvayur. I'm Sabita Joseph, your English teacher. How are you all? Did you watch the lecture videos? Very good. Last day, we read the textbook and also discussed the summary. Today, I will read and explain the story once more. Okay, so all of you, listen carefully. Listen to The Turkish Cap by B.P. Gupta. The school bell rang. We rushed out of the classroom. I took the gilli out of my bag and Kunal took the danda. We reached the ground outside our school compound where we usually play. Okay, so when the school bell rang, the narrator is the person who is writing the story. Okay, narrator and his friend Kunal, they took the gilli and danda from their bag and they went outside their school compound where they usually play. Okay, so they usually played in a ground which is outside their school compound because their school compound is very small to play. Okay, Paresh drew a big circle. Kunal entered the circle, placed the gilli in the center and took the danda to strike it. The others took their positions around the circle. Kunal struck the gilli hard. It flew out of the circle and went quite far. None of us could catch it. So, when they reached the ground, Paresh drew a big circle. So this game is like cricket. So all of you took their position. That time, Kunal, he struck the gilli. So gilli and danda, I told you last day, gilli is a small stick, danda is a long stick. So we hit the gilli with this danda. Kunal took the danda and he hit the gilli. It flew far away. None of them could catch it. Actually, they have to catch the gilli, that small stick, but none of them could catch the gilli. Next page. Nilesh was the first to reach the gilli. Picking it up, he threw it back at Kunal with all his strength. Kunal struck hard again. The gilli went flying in another direction. Kunal was proving to be too good a player for us. So Nilesh, another player, he took the gilli from that ground and he threw it back to Kunal with all his strength. When Kunal got the gilli, he struck it with his danda and again it flew to some other direction so far away. None of them could catch it. So here we can see Kunal is a wonderful player. Okay. The gilli had flown over to Pramod now. Pramod flung the gilli back at Kunal. Kunal hit it again, this time towards Brijesh. It should have been an easy catch, but Brijesh missed. Disappointed with himself, Brijesh tossed the gilli back at Kunal with all his power. Kunal didn't miss this time either. So I hope you understood how to play this gilli danda. Actually, now here Kunal, he struck the gilli with his long stick danda. When he hit the gilli, other person have to catch it. Okay, here no one could catch the gilli because Kunal's struck was really hard. Kunal struck the gilli so far away. Okay, now we can see some other characters. They are Pramod, Brijesh. So all of them plays this gilli danda with Kunal. The gilli was now flying towards me. I was ready to catch it, but never came. So our narrator, he is also standing there. So when Kunal struck the gilli, it comes close to our narrator, but he couldn't catch it. All of a sudden, there was a lot of noise. A man in a kurta and dhoti was standing in the middle of the playground. His Turkish cap was lying on the ground, upside down. The gilli seemed to have hit the cap and had landed inside the cap. What happened? Suddenly, they heard a lot of noise. Who is that? Yes, a man with a kurti and dhoti was standing in the middle of the playground and it seems that his cap, that Turkish cap, was laying down. What happened? Yes, Kunal's strike was really hard. That gilli hits a man's cap and that the cap laid down and gilli landed inside the cap. This is what happened. That's why that man was really angry. The man was furious. "You naughty boys, see what I have done," he shouted. What he said? Yes, the man was furious. He was really angry. So he said, "You naughty boys, what you have done?" He shouted. "I'm sorry, sir," Kunal said promptly. "I did not do it on purpose. It was a mistake, but I'm very sorry." So what do you mean by promptly? Promptly means without any delay. So when that man shouted, Kunal said fastly said, "I'm really sorry, sir. I did not do it on purpose. It was a mistake. I'm really sorry." Next page. "Why don't you play in your school compound?" the man shouted again. Bridget said, "Sir, we are sorry. Our school compound is very small." "But that doesn't mean that you should play here, does it?" the man asked. "I will go to your principal immediately." That man was really angry. He asked them, "Why don't you play here? You have to play in the school compound. I'll complain this to your principal." Turning around, he started walking towards the school. I quickly stole a glance at my friends. We were all scared of the principal, Mr. Ahmed. So all of them were scared of their principal, Mr. Ahmed. Here you can see a word meaning stole a glance at. What do you mean by stole a glance at? It means quickly looked at. Okay, so our narrator, he quickly looked at his friends. All of them were scared. The man went straight to the principal's office. All of us crept into the courtyard outside the principal's room. We tried to guess the conversation they were having and the punishment we would be given. Soon, the peon came out and called us. One by one, we entered the principal's room. So this man went to the principal's office and they were trying to guess the punishment, which punishment they would get. They were all thinking about that. Suddenly, the peon came out of the office room and called them to go inside the principal's room. "Who is responsible for all this?" Mr. Ahmed asked in a thundering voice. What do you mean by thundering? Thundering voice means loud and angry. Mr. Ahmed was really angry and he asked to the students, "Who is responsible for all these mistakes, all these problems?" We looked at one another. No one could say a word. Mr. Ahmed raised his voice. "Why don't any of you speak up?" Mr. Ahmed the principal was a little angry and he asked again, "Why don't any of you speak up?" What do you mean by speak up? Speak up means express oneself honestly. Okay, I replied, "Sir, we are sorry. We shall be careful in future." So our narrator said sorry to principal and we'll be careful in future. Mr. Ahmed said, "Apologize to this gentleman, all of you." So he asked the students to say sorry to the gentleman, that man with the Turkish cap. Okay. We chorused. "We are very sorry, sir." What do you mean by chorused? Chorus means spoke together. So all of them said sorry to that man with the Turkish cap. Okay. "Okay, boys," the man said. He looked happy and moved towards the door. So when that man heard this apologize from the students, that man was happy. He said, "Okay, boys." Then he went near to the door. Just as we were going out, Mr. Ahmed asked us, "Whose stroke was it?" I looked towards Kunal. He was looking at me. My heart was beating faster and faster. But how could I blame my friend? With a sinking feeling, I decided I would take the blame. I opened my mouth to reply. So what happened? When principal asked them whose stroke was it, narrator was scared and he don't want to blame his friend Kunal. So everybody knows that it was Kunal's stroke, but narrator don't want to blame his friend. So he decided to take the blame by himself. When he started to say that, Kunal said, "Sir, it was my stroke. I'm very sorry." Yes, Kunal is very honest. That's why he said it was my mistake and I'm really sorry. "What is stroke?" Mr. Ahmed exclaimed. "You strike the gilli, hit a man's cap, the cap falls and then the gilli lands inside it A master player, no doubt. Now what happened? The principal, Mr. Ahmad, he was appreciating the stroke. He was praising the stroke of Kunal. So all of them surprised. Actually, they thought they will get the punishment from the principal. But principal was appreciating them. For that he was saying, you strike the gilly, hit a man's cap, the cap falls and then the gilly lands inside it. A master player you are. He was praising Kunal. Okay. I could not control my laughter, but I did not want to laugh in the principal's room. So the narrator was really happy when he was surprised. He wanted to laugh, but he did not laugh because he was a little scared of principal. So with great effort, I managed a wide smile. We were eager to go out and have a hearty laugh. The man with the Turkish cap also turned around at the door. He too looked amused. Still smiling, he went away. Then what happened? So they were eager to go outside the principal's room and they wanted to have a hearty laugh. What do you remember hearty laugh? It means loud and satisfying laugh. Because they all frightened, but when principal appreciated them, they wanted to laugh. And the man with the Turkish cap was about to go outside and he also listened the principal's praising and he is amused. What do you mean by amused? Amused means entertained. He was entertained with the principal's talk to the students. Okay. And we trooped out of the room, then we burst out laughing. After this conversation, they trooped out from principal's room. What do you mean by trooped out? It means moved out in a group. So when they moved out from principal's room, they burst out laughing. So they were very happy and they were relaxed. Actually, they were frightened that they will get the punishment from the principal. But when principal praised them, they were all relaxed and they started smiling. Okay, so this is a small story but very, very interesting, isn't it? Yes, here we can see Kunal, he is very honest. That's why he said it was my mistake and he apologized. Not only Kunal but all the students, they apologized to that man with the Turkish cap. Okay, this is a message for you children. If you done any mistake, you have to say sorry to the other person. And at the same time, we must, if anyone says sorry to us, we have to pardon them. Okay, so I hope you all understood today's class. And now we'll discuss the question answers. Section B, question number 1. Why don't you play in your school compound? Why don't you play in your school compound? This is a dialogue. There are 3 sub-questions, A, B and C. Let us see the first one, A. A. Who said these words and to whom? Who said these words? Yes, the man with the Turkish cap said these words to the narrator and his friends. Let me repeat. Who said these words and to whom? Answer. The man with the Turkish cap said these words to the narrator and his friends because the man with the Turkish cap was very angry because the gilly hit his head. That's why he was angry and he said this dialogue. Next one, B. What was the tone of the speaker? What was the tone of the speaker? Answer. The speaker was angry. His tone seemed to be complaining the boys. What is the answer? The speaker was angry. His tone seemed to be complaining the boys. Yes, that man with the Turkish cap was very angry and he was complaining the boys. Next one, C. Who couldn't play in the school compound and why? Who couldn't play in the school compound? Yes, the boys couldn't play in the school compound. Why? Because it was very small. Let me repeat. Who couldn't play in the school compound and why? Answer. The boys couldn't play in the school compound because it was very small. Question number 2. What is stroke? What a stroke? It's a dialogue. There are 2 sub-questions, A and B. Let us see the first one, that is A. Who said this and to whom? Who said what is chalk and to whom? Who said this? Yes, Principal Mr. Ahmed said this. To whom? To the narrator and his friends. So let me repeat. Who said this and to whom? Answer. Principal Mr. Ahmed said this to the narrator and his friends. Next question B. Explain how the mood in the classroom changed after this dialogue. Explain how the mood in the classroom changed after this dialogue. Answer. After this dialogue, the boys were relaxed because they believed that they were going to be punished by the principal. Yes, their gilly hit a man's head. But what happened? Yes, principal, he didn't punish them but appreciated for their stroke. Then the boys were relaxed. So this is how the mood of the classroom changed. Let me repeat. Explain how the mood in the classroom changed after this dialogue. Answer. After this dialogue, the boys were relaxed because they believed that they were going to be punished by the principal. Question number 3. At the end of the story, the man with the Turkish cap also smiled and looked amused. Why do you think he reacted this way? How is this reaction different from his reaction at the time of the incident? So there are two questions. Why do you think the Turkish man reacted this way, and how is the reaction different from his reaction at the time of the incident? Answer. The man smiled and amused at the end. Yes, at the beginning he was angry, but the man smiled and amused at the end because the boys apologized to the man. Yes, the boys apologized. They said sorry to that man. At the beginning, the man was angry, isn't it? Yes, the man was angry when the gilly hit his cap. So, at the beginning, the man was angry, but when the boys apologize, when they say sorry to him, he was no longer angry. He was happy. Children, download the notes from the Google Classroom and study them properly. We'll meet next day. Until then, take care and bye.